I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm like glass half full kind of guy.
Are you
Uh-huh.
sure you're not just in denial?
No. Um, I'm drinking whiskey.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm still drinking LaCroix, but I'm going to
I'll
be
cheers
drinking.
at the bong.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Cheers.
yes. I'm about to go eat some weed. Cheers, Callie. It's Callie, right?
Nice. Yeah, Callie.
Yet again,
What's your
Okay.
name again? I know, Michael. I'm trying to remember how we met each other
I think
because
that,
I know you.
yeah, I don't know.
But I know that I met but like so long ago.
Were you
like
on
in my-
OK Cupid in like 2013 or 2014? Is that possible?
I am not still on OK Cupid. Okay, my life is fucking miserable.
Well, I
How's
think
okay
that,
Cupid right now?
yeah,
It's fucking horrible always.
yeah. Tell us about it.
It's trash. Well, especially since Tinder came on the scene. OK Cupid is truly just the real desperate. You'd think it'd be like maybe some Gen Xers or
Mhm.
like
Mm-hmm.
cooler older millennials, but it's just sad. It's just fucking sad as fuck out there, but still I rise.
Are you also on
I would
Tinder?
say,
Yeah, I'm on everything. Why not? I'm on everything just so I can swipe left on everybody and get angry.
I like that.
do you have a tattoo of the Grinch?
No, does it look like I do?
What is that? What's that little guy on your right arm? Or is that, what's that?
Wait, who's
This-
right?
Up high.
Up
Wait,
This?
Callie, what's that?
This is it got kind of fucked up, but it's like a hand.
Aw.
Yeah, this one got kind of fucked. The dude,
I thought it was the Grinch.
that would be cool, and also
It looks like the baby Grinch.
that would be a sick tattoo.
That's not a thing?
Yeah.
Is it? Is that a thing?
Like
Baby
Baby
Grinch.
Yoda, but Baby Grinch.
Yeah, baby Grinch.
Oh,
Well, they got like
Baby Grinch
Baby
is a
Yoda.
thing.
there. I
You
think,
don't know
No,
about
there's-
Baby Grinch?
Baby Grinch is a real thing.
yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
very cute.
Yeah,
Really?
it's really cute.
Yeah, it's
Is-
super cute.
is it?
They get like gigantic eyes.
Y'all want to see my kitten
Me
who's a
too.
teenager and who always tries to destroy everything?
Yes.
There he
Oh.
is.
Oh,
You can't really see him that well, but he was coming in here to try to eat the plants that Jeff is making. Okay. Oh, wait, here they are. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop showing you my cats.
I'm trying to send you Baby Grinch. I think he's hideous.
no.
Yeah, but he's adorable.
Copy image address
Wait, where are you sending it to?
into the Zoom chat.
Oh, in the chat.
Oh, look, a chat. Oh, you gotta click on it.
Link doesn't work, man.
Whatever. I don't care. Nothing means anything. Oh, it's Pinterest. That's why Pinterest breaks every link. Fuck Pinterest, dude.
Okay.
What you got over there, MD? What you doing?
2 5-milligram weed capsules. I just dropped one.
Oh, that's a
That's a nice
responsible
amount.
dose.
That's
Yeah,
like chill.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like when I eat the 30 milligram gummies, I feel so awesome, but then also shitty at the same time because I get like dizzy and a little too out of it. But I really like being that high. My body just can't handle it.
Yeah, I love being really high, but I also like won't be able to talk if I get too high. Damn, my stomach really, really hurts. and I
Mine
hate it so much.
too. Do we have the Rona and we don't know and it's a stomach thing now?
I hope not. I know. So I just ran and I like drank LaCroix immediately afterwards, and also I'm about to start my period and I get nauseous on my period, so I guess it's
So
that.
that's
but,
just
like,
gas.
ugh. Yeah.
I think I drank too much wine over the last 2 weeks.
I definitely have done that.
It's just
What wine
starting
are you
to wear the box red wine from Costco.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I'm drinking
But-
Black Box.
Yeah, this is a Costco brand because the box is only $12.
That's pretty good.
Wait, now
Yeah.
everything is just Baby Grinch.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
What?
there you are. Okay. The Baby Grinch took over everything. Okay.
Benjamin, what do you think of Baby Grinch?
I hate it.
I wonder if there's a Baby Gritty.
It's grotesque. It's supposed to be horrible, right?
I think so.
It's not supposed
It's
to be cute.
cute. It's a baby.
If that was my baby, I wouldn't have a baby anymore.
Throw it off.
I
the
don't like
mountain.
that thing.
Yeah.
I am a Grinch too. I hate Christmas, but I'm Jewish, so
Yeah. Callie, are you Jewish?
I'm not Jewish. I'm from Syracuse, which is a very Jewish city.
Have you thought about being Jewish?
Actually, I almost converted to Judaism in high school. Yeah. I'm not even fucking joking you. I was like really close to this. I mean, I was just like, I spent a lot of time at the house of a Jewish friend and went to all the things.
Mm.
And I was like, maybe I should be Jewish.
Yeah.
And then I went to college instead. So that's
Pretty
my
Jewish
religious
move.
journey. Yeah. Yeah.
Why'd you want to be Jewish though? Just because you like knew a Jew and you were like, this is working out pretty good?
Well, I didn't realize that you could be nothing. I thought you had to be either Christian or Jewish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Jewish
I was
is closer to nothing for sure.
Yeah. And
it's in the
obviously
direction of...
Judaism is just cooler
Mm-hmm.
and better and smarter than Christianity.
Yeah.
But I still love Catholicism because it's badass. But ultimately, yeah, it's metal. But ultimately now I just like trees, so.
Yeah. So you're a Druid now?
So you grew up Catholic?
I grew up with Catholic parents, and we went to Episcopalian church.
Oh,
so interesting.
It's like diet Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you still have the like
cool.
crazy like showy services with that? Like
yeah,
incense and all
I
the
was
weird
like
shit?
an altar person, and I wore this like cool outfit, and I would like pick up the gospel and like bring it to Father Jim's podium or whatever the fuck it's called.
I had a Father Jim. Yeah.
No. Really?
Benjamin,
Yeah.
have you ever been to a Catholic service?
Yeah. My sister's
I would not
Catholic.
call them showy. They're very boring.
Well, yeah, but
but there's a lot of show going on.
Architecturally, it's very like there's the
pomps,
priest
there's
have,
circumstance.
Yeah, there's pomp, there's drip. There's a lot of good drip.
There's a lot of drip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. You're right. Okay. I misunderstood because Catholic Mass is very boring. It's definitely the costume.
Yeah.
The costumes
as boring
are
as
good.
Jewish services. Jewish services are like 4 hours long and like terrible.
That is also Catholic services.
It's a bad.
Yeah.
When I was growing up,
they're only 1 hour.
I don't know. It depends on the day, I guess.
Our archdiocese had a priest named Father Mark, and he was notorious for talking incredibly fast and giving like 3.5 minute sermons, and so he was everyone's favorite. And like every time he said mass, it was packed out because everybody's like, "Oh, we can get in and out in like 35 minutes." That rocks.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember when I found out that after you received communion, then technically you had like gotten your like get out of hell free card for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like what you go to mass for, is to like receive the body of Christ.
Yeah.
And so I was like, why do we have to wait till the end? Why can't we just leave now? And my parents were like, no, that's rude. Like, cause some people would like leave, they would like make the pews, you go up in the line and then you go around the pews and then you come back to your pew. But some people would just go out the door.
Oh yeah.
And I was always so jealous of those families. I was just like, damn, they know what they're doing. They're going to get a good seat at breakfast.
That was cool. That was a move. Yeah.
At breakfast?
Does everyone go to the same breakfast? How does it work?
Yeah. What is
a lot of people do. There's like certain breakfast place. I went to Mater della Rosa on Carrollton.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a ton of like little brunchy places around there because it's like the Oak Street, Carrollton area.
Right.
We used to go to Dante Street with my whole family, and there was like a lot of church people there.
Yeah, we never participated in community in any respect in my family. Like I didn't know I knew the across the street neighbor's name. I don't remember the next door neighbor's names, either of them.
Oh damn.
Yeah. And they were the same people for my entire life, and yeah.
I did have neighborhood friends. That was really fun. And then I remember when like they got cool and I didn't, and even though we went to different schools, like word got out that I wasn't cool and they wouldn't play with me anymore.
Yeah.
And
Damn, that's brutal.
Yeah.
What'd you do to stop being cool?
It's just sort of arbitrary. Like, just groups develop, and it's just sort of like there's the like main. It was an all-girls school, so and there was like 70 girls in a grade. So there was just like the main girls who like wore cool stuff, played cool sports, like had the good shoes, and then there was like the dorks who like didn't like the stuff that was like cool. Like I did Irish dancing.
That's cool.
And
shit.
I was an only child, and I was like really into boys, which was not cool. That wasn't cool till later.
I thought it was cool at the time. I thought that was really cool. I loved it when that was the case.
I just remembered the first time I told like one of the other dudes at school, like we like came out to each other as straight. We were like, "Do you like girls?"
Nice.
And we were like, we both said yeah. And then he was like, "All right, well, who do you like?" And I was like, "I like Jua." And then he was like, "Me too." And then he also listed like 3 other girls, and I was like, "You can't.
You gotta pick one.
You can't like those many."
The polydrama starts
here. It's disrespectful to Jua, man.
Dude, did you fight him
That's
for it?
Sweet.
Did you defend her honor?
He was a really little kid. He was even smaller than ass. Yeah.
Easy target.
I fucked him up.
Cool puppy.
Like second grade.
Thank you.
Oh, what's your dog's name?
Chevy.
Chevy
Balboa, sibling to Rocky.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's the character? Is that the character's brother, or is there another dog named Rocky?
No, this is in my fan fiction.
Did you ever write
Italian people or?
Yeah, Chevy's Italian. We're an Italian-Irish union.
That's a good yawn.
It's historic.
He was looking at the window earlier. Are you on the second floor?
Yeah, I live on the second floor. And let me tell you a story about being on the second floor, which is you think you're safe to be naked, and then you're not because the Entergy people have lifts, and they don't tell you ahead of time. So I got caught naked the other day, and I didn't love it. I'm not an exhibitionist, so I was just kind of like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go hide in this other room for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it sucks.
Did the guy also have binoculars? I'm picturing him on a cherry lift right outside your window with binoculars.
Nah, he was just, doing Entergy stuff without binoculars.
Yeah.
Lame, you got to be ready. Oh, dude, I went to a basketball game, and there was like this pervy old guy sitting in front of us, and he like whipped out some binoculars when the cheerleaders were dancing, and then like elbowed his like other old pervy friend and was like, check out the blonde. And then I was with another comic, Marcus Bond, and we were just laughing at them, and then he was like, do y'all want to look?
Did you?
Marcus did, absolutely.
And then did he get pink eye? Did he get pink eye from the binoculars?
He got coronavirus from the binoculars.
Something was spread. Those are disease spreading binoculars for sure.
I had to take out one headphone. I honestly don't get how you guys do it. I just feel like I'm like shouting, or like.
So you would go crazy. I wear earplugs to sleep, and they work really, really well. And like I can't hear my alarm in the morning. But it wakes Jeff up anyway. So I do it because the cats like attack us. But you would hate it because like I can like barely hear myself talk with the earplugs in and still talk, and it doesn't bother me. So I feel like you and I just have different brains.
I wish I could do that, especially right now when like one of the 4 things I do is podcast.
Yeah. But like, I mean, these are nothing like the earplugs to me. Like I can still hear. It's just like slightly muffled. It's like when your ears pop for a second is what it sounds like.
Ooh, that's like the best feeling ever.
I know.
I like it when I like have water in my ear, and then it kind of comes out and it's all hot.
Oh, I love that.
You get hot ear juice.
That's nice.
Dripping on
hot
your
ear drip.
Dude,
after I swam.
I keep getting advertised like weird contraptions to get like goop out of your ear.
Wait, did you see the spiral? Spiral. Oh, dude, I got that one too. I want it so bad.
I want it too, but I think my ears are fine.
It's like a spirally drill thing. It looks like a duck penis that goes into your ear, and it swirly cues the wax up and like pulls it out.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm considering just like putting a bunch of like goop and like cotton candy like in my ears just so I can like get the satisfaction of taking it out.
Do you guys fuck with ear candles at all? Have you guys ever tried that?
Never tried it.
No, I feel like I've been told I'm not allowed to do it.
Why?
By who?
Because it's not good for your ears. I have actual, I get like vertigo and shit, so I can't really be fucking with my ears. And also I heard that it's kind of like not real, like the wax you pull out of it is just the wax that melts from the candle.
That would be if that's true, that is a genius scam. That's like hilarious. It's like, wow, look at all this like wax.
Yeah, like the I know this is different because like your ears actually do have wax in them and it's not all a lie, but you know that stuff that you're supposed to put on your feet when you sleep and it like sucks out the toxins.
I have never heard of that, but keep
going. I want that. I want that so bad.
There's no toxins. It just has a chemical that like interacts with your natural oils and it makes it brown on the sheet, so you feel like there's all this like goo inside your body.
I love that.
Yeah, but we don't have toxins in our body. I hate it. Like I worked at I mean, we do have things that are bad, but like there's not these like magical toxins that you can just like pull out. You know what I mean?
I mean, the humors, you know, we've got the humors.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you like drink all the time and smoke cigarettes, then like you should stop doing that. Like I do that, but like it's not like I'm gonna get the impurities out unless I stop drinking and smoking cigarettes. That'll get them out.
Weirdly, quarantine has made me miss smoking more than almost anything has in history.
Yeah, it rules, but it also is so insane smoking during a global respiratory pandemic.
But I definitely saw some headlines that was like, people that smoke are less likely to contract coronavirus.
Whoa.
Oh, I've totally seen the opposite.
Dude.
I've seen like people, the reason the death toll was higher for men in China is because mostly men smoke.
Interesting.
I mean, that makes more sense, but the like one chart I saw, I was like, well, good for them. Let's let them have this one.
I hope that one's right. Yeah, but
we won't know for 20 years, so.
That's true.
Kallie, are you still, or I guess not, but you were like, I saw that you stopped doing tattoos when people were still doing shit.
I did.
What are you doing now?
Dude, I'm fucking not doing shit. I gave myself a tattoo last night because I was bored as fuck. But I just was like, I don't know. There was just like a few days when people were like, oh, it kind of seems like it was just like people were in denial. Mm-hmm. Like before the bar shut down and shit, because it was real like the Saturday. So it was only 2 days before the actual shutdown happened that I did my last tattoo. But a lot of people were saying that it like wasn't going to be any different. And I have a lot of tattooer friends in New York who were still tattooing through that following week.
In their shops or at home?
In private studios. So places where you do have control over, it's not like walk-ins, but it's still, I was just like, nah, y'all should just stop. Because either you stop for a week and it doesn't matter and you fucked up a week, or you stopped at the appropriate time, So, yeah, I mean, I'm not working at all. Like, the bar is shut down. I'm not tattooing. So, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing and drinking.
Dude.
Yeah.
You've been playing the new one, not like an old. Dude, I like have been looking. I mean, it's impossible to find a Nintendo Switch right now. But
damn, even on the internet?
Even on the internet. I mean, you can find them, but they're being price gouged. People are buying them up and selling them for double. I mean, it's like toilet paper, but for your mind.
Dude, bidets are sold out too.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
It's interesting to see like what are the first things in the apocalypse that are getting price gouged,
Yeah.
Crocs are not. I bought platform Crocs the other day, regular price.
Nice.
Let me see them.
Okay.
I want to see platform Crocs. Unless you have to go far. Okay.
I'm disappointed that.
Okay, I'm gonna put mine. Oh god. Okay, these are great, and I'm gonna paint them.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, I love those.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are sick.
Holy
those
shit.
are very cool.
I love them. Oh.
A platform really changes the entire aesthetic of that shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think flat Crocs are gross.
I mean, I don't really know if these are not gross.
No, I like the way that they look because the top is like big, but so is the bottom, so they balance out. Whereas like without them, they just look like, without the platform, to me, they just look like turtles.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm gonna paint them, and I need a platform because I'm 5'3", so if I don't wear a platform, I'm just way littler than everybody else all the time.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm 4'1". That's why I have long hair.
Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah. But long hair on your frame is just regular hair for most people, right? He's like you can see all of his hair, and that's like 3 inches because his head is so tiny. Because
normal person's bangs is Ben's
exactly
Benjamin's entire hair.
Yeah. How's Animal Crossing?
Oh, honestly, it feels like a job. Like, I feel like, I gotta wake up, check my turnip prices.
Yeah.
Check in at the Nook station and work on my house. I'm like, my house around me is filthy.
Yep.
And I spend so much time on my game house.
Yep. I've been doing many video game chores and no life chores.
Yeah.
What?
We've just been...
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was just going to say
our house is a mess, but we're constantly cleaning because, like, when you eat every meal, at home, like, you're always cleaning, especially because my husband actually, like, cooks and doesn't just do what I do, which is, like, fry eggs and eat peanut butter sandwiches.
Right.
But, like, so he actually, like, cooks, which makes big messes. So, like, we'll clean up after ourselves, but, like, there's still the general just mess that exists around us. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Like, there's just always a mess, and it's insane how quickly our house gets so messy. Like, we aren't even trying. It looks like we just come home and just like take baseball bats and like throw all of our shit everywhere. But we really just get drunk at night. And when I'm drunk and done with something, like Jeff picked up an empty bag of pita chips and he's like, when Mary Devon is done with something and she's drunk, the classic throw it across the room. And then when I get mad and I'm drunk, I throw things at the wall. So like there's just like empty cigarette packs at the wall, against the wall in our house. Yeah, drunk me is just like a horrible little monster.
Yeah, Chris does this thing where instead of doing the dishes, he just sort of spreads them out. So more surfaces have stuff on them at various stages of clean. It's like, well, this is a pre-soak area.
So all y'all are quarantining with people?
Yeah. You find solo?
I'm married.
Yeah,
we get it. You're married. You're talking about
you're
your
basically
husband.
Married too.
Yeah, I know, but it's funnier. It's funny that you have a husband. I think that's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Especially since it's Jeff.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so good at stuff. He fixed the refrigerator. He took the refrigerator apart. I could never do that. Like,
I could do that. I just broken. I'm just
like, he took it apart, put it back together, and the roach gel that we had, Kallie, we used to have literally thousands of roaches, and we had them inside of our microwave, inside the screen of the microwave, which was extremely disgusting.
That's a lot.
It was a lot. But Jeff we found like the right combination of poison to put around our house. And they used to all live behind the refrigerator. So I figured when he pulled out the refrigerator, there would just be hundreds of them like there were before. But they were all dead. There were thousands of dead ones, but
whoa. Thousands of dead roaches in your refrigerator?
What's the poison
hundreds. This weird gel so like the baits around the ground all over the house, and then in the outlets in the kitchen, which is where they live, they came in through the outlets and lived behind and under like our coffee maker and like everything on our counter. They love to go in the coffee maker. They love just anything you're cooking. They love that. And anyway, also one time I opened up the coffee maker to make coffee and there was a ton of live roaches in it. I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so we put gel all over all the outlets and all over like the little baseboards and stuff, because that's where they come in from. And basically they can't leave the wall or they died, because they take when they eat the poison, they take it back. and then they kill the other roaches.
Is it like a boric acid type deal?
It looks gross. It's like dark brown, so like it's not attractive, but it's better than having roaches. What's it called, Jeff? The roach poison? Even the goo stuff? Oh, it's just bat.
It's just what?
It's just combat.
Oh.
It's just combat gel.
Wild.
Yeah.
And the cats don't eat it?
Yeah. Nope.
Cool.
I used to have way more roaches in my apartment, but now that I live alone, they kind of are all gone, and I think the ghosts were just trying to kick out my other roommates.
Yeah. Do you think that you have ghosts?
I know I do.
Please talk about the ghosts.
Yes.
Oh, well, okay, so I know there's cat ghosts in here because the people that lived in here before me were cat hoarders. So when they eventually got kicked out, there was like 60 cats in here, and this apartment is like, 3 rooms and a kitchen. So
yeah, that's horrible.
It's a lot of cats. But yeah, I don't know like how to explain it. I can just when you just like walk into a room and you just like feel really anxious immediately, and then you can just like ring bells. Well, what I did for a long time was whenever I'd leave the house, I would put those like binaural beat things on YouTube and just like play them for like the entire time that I was gone. And then basically just try to invite the good ones to stay and the bad ones to leave. And I feel like I can tell where they are chilling, and mostly nobody is mean to me.
What makes a good ghost?
Ones that don't make you feel anxious when you walk into the room.
Okay, so
that's really the only difference.
A good ghost is just a ghost that isn't bad. There's no
it doesn't literally that.
It doesn't do you any favors. It doesn't like scare away burglars.
I mean, there's extremes. Me and my I'm alone here in my apartment, so I feel like doing the Zoom has been a companion of mine, a friend. But I made this episode of my dumb little TV show that Benjamin was on, but there's a whole episode about ghosts with my friend Andy, who has lived in like some very, very haunted houses, so they have way more experience with bad ghosts than me. I feel like my ghosts were just kind of annoying, and I'm like,
Also, the show rules, it's called Quarren TV for all the listeners.
QARRIN.
Quarren, like
quarantining.
Koran, but with a U after the Q.
Koran TV with Kallie
Tiffault.
When people are making Quarren jokes, I keep on thinking it says Quran.
Elizabeth Quran.
It's pretty close. I think I need to change the name of it though, because Quarren TV is definitely not original and other people have it. But
it doesn't
I don't care.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Cool. I mean, people have made the joke "no pods, no casters" 4,000 times before we named a podcast that.
Yes.
I think it was just once.
Yeah. It was.
No, other people have made that joke. If you search tweets, you'll find it more than once.
Yeah.
From before ours, I think just once. I've searched it a few times.
It's like that.
I think that you're wrong.
I've done it. I'm gonna do it right now.
Let's do it. Let's all do it right now.
That's a Sagittarius vibe. I just want to clap for the Sagittarian brethren. And what are y'all signs?
Aries. Today's my birthday. Actually.
Oh my god, happy birthday!
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Glaviano.
Thank you. I love it when people. I love that excitement. That's so nice.
Happy birthday! I got you a present.
Oh yeah,
it's the apocalypse.
Oh, thank you very much. It's just what I always wanted.
What's your sign, Mary?
I'm a Scorpio.
Noise.
Yeah.
There's some guy who calls himself No Pods, No Casters.
Let's see. Yes,
yeah, so he's coming. All of his tweets are coming up, and we'll never see any other tweets.
You can actually.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh no, oh god, that guy's
so Avery. Okay, 2016. Avery Edison, big account, big leftist account. No gods, no masters, no pods, no casters. Let's see. That's 2020. When did we start this?
December 2018. Is that possible?
Okay, November 2018, no pods, no casters. October, no pods, no casters.
That's all from the same person, right? I'm seeing it
no,
now.
these are different. These are different people. Ramshackle Tanky, Jay Allen.
Okay, so
I'm seeing even more then. So you're even more right than I thought. But I swear to God, I looked this up before.
They probably were still refreshing because, like, at first it looks like there's only like 3 tweets, and then if you keep scrolling up, your phone refreshes and it goes back farther. Does that make any sense? Because at first I was like, yeah, we're the only ones who thought of this, but whatever. We're the only podcast, and that's all that matters. And I think Quarantine TV is a fine name, Kallie.
Just to bring it full circle. So, what's your TV? Tell us about your TV show.
Kallie, what's up?
We lost her too. We lost her to the ghost.
What's she doing?
I think she might be frozen, actually. It looked like she was just like
forever.
looking at something very intently. Ooh, someone sent me a text message. What does it say? Does it say happy birthday? What does it say? Nope. It says watch live from the porch now. Virtual concert benefiting. It's from Null already.
I took off my headphones. Is it worse?
It's crosstalk will be bad, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. I am confident that we will figure it out within the next year. Let's see.
God, we're gonna be stuck inside for a year. Kallie...
minimum. I don't know.
God, we really are, aren't we?
I think it might be true.
I think it's true. I am coming to terms with the fact that I believe that this is. If we're lucky, we'll be inside for over a year, but probably they'll fucking make us go back to work in like a week.
You think so?
No, but like sooner than they should probably.
Do you think they're gonna open up schools before the end of the school year?
Not this year, no.
Okay,
but
because John Bell Edwards won't. Yeah. It's annoying that he was like, oh, actually, it's closed till April 30th. I'm like, close it through fucking May, dude. Like, just, we're not going to go back to school. And I'm going to not go back to work if we're supposed to before, like, July.
Good. I think that's smart.
Yeah, we definitely have to, like, figure out how to organize so people don't go to work when they don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we already got an email that was like, if you're somewhere else in the United States, all right, are you working on getting Kallie back? Who's working on that?
Benjamin?
I texted her. She thinks she's coming back. I said, let us know if you need a new link.
Okay. Yeah, so we got this email that was like, staff update. It was like, we understand a lot of people have left to go to other parts of the United States or the world during this time. We are when we decide, they said, when we tell you to come back to work, you have to be back on campus within 48 hours or you'll be considered resigned, which doesn't make any sense because there's no situation in which we're going to be back at work within 48 hours unless they ask us to come back before schools open again. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to know when school opens again, depending on what the fucking governor says. Right. So I don't understand what they're talking about. It's just like this mentality of like, I don't know. It's just like, we know you don't want to work, so we have to threaten you. And it's like, none of us, it's like they're mad at us that we're not working even though we can't. And like, I am still working, yada, yada, yada.
It's like bosses just figured out a way to blame their employees for the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I'm like, ugh. And I just wish that they would be on our side a little bit more and just be like, hey, we take your safety seriously, because I still feel like some of them like are kind of just like annoyed by the challenges this presents rather than like kind of, I don't know. I sort of have a reverence for, like, I kind of used to be like, oh, this is such a pain in the ass, but now I'm kind of like, I know reverence is probably the wrong word, but I just feel like that's not the point. Like, I don't know. I feel like some people are like, oh, it's so dumb that, we can't go to work right now.
Right.
And
we're like, this sucks, man. I hate being at home all the time. And it's like, yeah, it's bad.
I mean,
but like, that is not even in the top like 20 worst things about this. Like,
I mean, I can't pretend like my life is not like the existential dread and the fear of dying absolutely makes it worse than regular life.
Mm-hmm.
But like, this is objectively just the activities that we're doing way better. Like, this is like amazing. Like, I get to just watch movies and like do projects around the house and run or walk 3 hours a fucking day. Like, I can't pretend I'm not in heaven, but like, I'm also deeply afraid of dying.
Yeah. I personally don't think that you will die. I think
Michael, you
I'm scared of
by all of this.
I seem what?
You seem completely unfazed and unconcerned by this global pandemic.
You know, I have been trying to figure out why I have been so chill about this. And I've said a few times that like probably I'll see some corpses and I'll be like, "Oh no. This is bad." Yeah. But it just doesn't.
Maybe that's just. Do you have Katrina PTSD?
No, I mean, no, I don't think I do. I mean, I think that somebody on, who was it? Somebody on Twitter, one of our friends, probably a leftist, did a poll that was like, oh, I think it was Allison Tebby that was like, how like people with anxiety disorders, like how do you feel during the pandemic? And it was like worse, better. I mean, and like most people were like the same or better. It was just like the world has finally caught up to how we feel all the time or whatever.
Right.
But I also just like I already work from home, so it wasn't a huge lifestyle change. I'm already like not the most social person on the planet. So I think it probably just didn't disrupt my life the way it disrupted other people's lives, and so it's harder for me to register like a real major change. I mean, I miss my friends. I miss like, that's basically it. But I'm not worried about dying personally.
Yeah.
I think I will definitely get it. I think that we will all definitely get it, but I don't know. I think that, well, one thing that I've been doing is not reading the news until 4 p.m. every day. That's a big, like, staying away from the news very, very carefully has been really helpful for me. I also maybe am just the Buddha. I might just be enlightened.
Yeah, man, fucking folate.
I think that there's part of your. I think that there's. I don't have an anxiety disorder. Mm-hmm. I'm just not chill. But so this is just making me even less chill. But I think that part of you, like the eerie calm, because you're more calm than usual.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's got to be something like, I don't want this to happen to you. I'm happy that you feel okay. But I do think that you're going to have a moment where you're just like, whoosh, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Kallie.
Callie's back.
We're still connecting to her audio. Let's see. Oh, here she is. Say something.
Hey.
Hey.
Is this working? Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Hey.
It's all good.
Oh my gosh.
It was funny because you froze like in a position that you were like looking at your phone, and so we were just like, wow, she's really looking at her phone real hard.
And I was like, Kallie.
Girl, come back.
No.
So in your absence, oh, go ahead. What happened?
I just froze. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We were just talking about my weird pathological calm during the pandemic. MD was saying that I'm chiller than usual, and Benjamin was saying that I seem unfazed, and we're just trying to figure out why that is. And MD's like, I think that you're gonna have a panic attack eventually.
I don't think you're gonna have a panic attack.
Yeah.
I think that you're going to. I don't think it'll be a panic attack. I think that you're just it'll hit you like a ton of bricks. But maybe that is a panic attack. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I saw a theory related to that, which was, which I related to because I also felt like I'm a calm and crisis person, and I saw just like some tweet that's like, oh, if you grew up in a really dysfunctional household where you were used to crises all the time, then you're just like, it's familiar to you. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Called out, but also, yeah, that's true. So, I mean, I don't know if that rings true for you.
Oh, a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. I didn't grow up in your household.
Yeah.
But you've said things very calmly about your childhood that I was like, Okay.
Oh my God.
Sounds bad.
But yeah. Oh shit.
Sorry to call you out like that.
No,
I was called out by the tweet as well.
No, it's all good.
Sorry, I just insulted your parents. Your mom sounds lovely, Michael.
She is lovely. She wished me a happy birthday today.
Oh.
And I said,
your mom sounds great.
And I said, "Fuck off, Mom. Just get out of my room."
Wow.
Yeah, I'm real cool.
Yeah, that's really badass.
But
yeah,
I think
moms.
that when people I love die, that I'll probably not be stoked about that.
Yeah, I mean, that is a scary thing. But are they staying inside? Because if they stay inside,
they will get it later instead of sooner. I mean, that's basically it.
Really? You think that if people actually don't leave, they'll get it?
I think that there's no zero contact with civilization way to live in the United States, and I think that it's just going to be, if it takes statistically 1,000 exposures to a human being, you can either get it in one day by going to a fucking rave, or you can get it 1,000 days from now, but you're going to get it.
Is that the statistic?
No, I'm just picking a number.
I mean, people are saying most people are going to get it.
What's that, Benjamin?
When you put it that way, we should have a rave, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so the good thing is that the number of cases is still increasing, but the number of beds has increased. I forgot what Jeff told me,
faster?
But it was a good statistic.
In New Orleans or nationwide?
Yeah, in New Orleans.
Oh, cool.
That there's more beds. We have more beds right now than we need, and more beds than we need for like the projected growth or the projected rate of like growth in cases at the moment. Now, the same guy that said this is some CIA statistician that like always is tweeting numbers that sound real. His name's Jeff Asher, and he's a local guy, but I know he's like, anyway, he has kind of positive takes. Like the other day he was like, the growth rate, or he was like, the number of new cases is growing at a rate that's less than we thought. But then the next day we found out that there were like actually 10,000 cases in Louisiana just because there was a backlog. So anyway, I don't know how optimistic I am, but I do feel like if we all get it in 1,000 days, or if we get it in 800 days and then 1,000 days, then that's okay, because that's the whole point of this, is that like this doesn't have to be deadly. Very few people have to die from this. But the reason that young people are going to die is because if we all get it at once. And old people are going to die if we all get it at once. But even most old people wouldn't have to die if we just like all got it very slowly.
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't know. I think I'm really afraid of everything, especially because like I have one parent who's a smoker that has like underlying whatever, and he didn't start staying inside until like a week ago.
Right.
He's a fucking idiot. But I think if he can just wait to get it for like 400 days, then I don't know.
That's what I was joking about. Go ahead.
What scares me about it is like, or I mean, I don't even, scared probably isn't the right word, because I'm a big tough guy.
True. Yeah.
But
you're a 4'1" tough guy.
What's up?
You're a 4'1" tough guy.
Oh yeah. I'm a little tough guy.
Yeah.
I'm a little
short king.
I'm a short king, and
you're like a chihuahua.
Yeah. I lash out at everyone that's not my family.
You're the alpha chihuahua.
Oh my god.
Go on. Yeah.
But like, people are gonna die, and it's gonna be really awful.
Yeah.
We don't really know what that's gonna be like, but like, there's no world where we go back to the economy being normal. Like, New Orleans' unemployment rate is gonna be at like 50% by the summer, and that you can't do that. You can't have a fucking society like that. And like, everyone like is already doing like shock doctrine bullshit. Like, that stimulus package is just like giving unprecedented amounts of money to the dumbest people that have ever been in charge of anything. Like, we're going to be dealing with the like economic shock of this for the next 10 years. Like, we're for sure going into like a Great Depression.
I don't know that I believe that, actually, just because like the Great Depression and the 2008 crisis were both predicated on giant bubbles. And I'm not saying that we weren't like in a bubble when this happened, but this seems to me like an artificial depression of economic activity that has like a clear cause and a clear endpoint. Although it's far away.
It's more real because it's a labor. Is there a labor crisis in America? But like it's labor. Like all the jobs across the country and across the world and whole sectors are gone and might not come back. And if they do, they're going to come back to like a completely like different economic framework.
What sectors wouldn't come back?
I mean, any sort of thing that happens in public.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I book shows and I really don't know when we're going to be able to do that again. And for like festivals and stuff, for like big shows, like that might be a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what shows? What do you do?
I work at Bank Street Bar, booking all the shows.
Oh, you book. Okay, that makes sense. I thought that you were like another artist besides tattoo. Okay.
I am also a musician, so I just think the music industry is definitely super fucked because shows are a huge, I mean, they're most of the income for musicians is live shows. It's like not merch, it's not recordings, it's not videos, it's shows. So, you know, if we can't have gatherings of more than, it just doesn't seem like it's going to be a thing that works. Like, oh, you can have gatherings with 40 people. Like, to me, in my mind, it seems like it's going to just be happening until it's over, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, people are, you know, we've had, like, Jazz Fest was canceled, obviously.
Yeah.
Essence Fest is moved. They were scheduled it for the fall. But even then, I'm like, is that going to even, are we going to really even be able to do that? You know, and Jazz Fest is like a huge income for like limitless vendors, artists, fine artists in the city, as well as musicians, you know, it's a huge part. So that's going to be hard. And then even when those things start coming, okay, Jesus, even when those things start happening again, like, are people gonna have money to go?
Yeah, like, the disposable income. Yeah. No, I mean, it's
sports. I don't know how sports could ever happen again. No matter what you think about it, like picturing the United States without like the NFL is like a very different world.
I just don't I don't understand what time frame are you thinking? Because like, sure, I like, for me, I'm thinking 18 months, right? The vaccine timeline, like after 18, like, sure, big old shit show, no football, whatever, for 18 months. But then when every, like, I feel like demand is going to pop right back up, if not, to a greater extent, because people have been like, for like restaurants, like I'm going to fucking eat out until I run out of money as soon as this is fucking over. You know what I mean?
I guess you have a job though.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna have any money.
Right.
Like
right.
I don't have money.
Right.
And like I'm not tattooing, and when is the bar gonna reopen? Like when is Pagoda gonna reopen?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I think that like
knows.
the only way that entertainers and bartenders and people in restaurants will be able to make money after having no money is if people like me and Glaviano, who will probably keep our jobs through this, like immediately take all the money we've been saving from like only paying our bills and not doing the other shit that we did before this, and immediately put it back into the economy. And a lot of people aren't going to have that reaction because a lot of people who are still employed have kids and aren't saving money because you know what I'm saying? Like,
and also most people that have money keep their money. Yeah. Like y'all are probably exceptions to people that have money. Like that's just kind of the whole class divide thing. It's like rich people really don't fucking share their resources. So I don't understand why after this suddenly the rich people are gonna like stimulate the poorer classes economy. Like I don't see that.
Oh, I mean, certainly not giving them money, but going.
I know.
Out.
I'm taking it a step further than what you were saying for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think rich people go out to eat, but there's certain rich people that are still stingy, you know. But I actually think that the people that go out to eat and go see live music the most are like the yuppies that aren't probably they're not making like $100,000 a year. You know what I mean? Okay, my cat is like, can you hear him?
Oh yeah.
Also, I think even if it is like 18 months and then there's a vaccine, like there are so many things that are gonna like go wrong in those 18 months that we haven't accounted for yet. And also, I think even if there is a vaccine, are we going to be able to have a new vaccine every year when it fucking mutates? Probably not.
I mean, that's what the flu shot is. So I would say maybe, yeah.
But they get it wrong all the time with the flu.
But it still reduces the rate of infection enough to keep a bunch of people from dying in hospitals.
Right. No infection
sometimes,
is 100%.
But sometimes,
I mean,
because like the way they do vaccines is they guess what the next strain is going to be. They're really good at it, but sometimes they get it wrong, and that's why there are particularly bad flu seasons. Like
that's true.
Hi, cat.
Hey, Rory. He hates this. He wants to be fed.
That was so pitiful sounding.
He's so mad. Oh, okay. No, I mean, I think it will be like the flu, and I think that like the saddest outcome that isn't like death. Okay. Is just that for the rest of our lives we're gonna have like 3 months on, 3 months off. You know what I mean? Like we might just be like, I don't know. I don't hate that, but it'll ruin a bunch of stuff. Unless the people at the top, I kind of feel like it's a lot of people are going to die, not from Corona, but from poverty. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm just saying like, okay, that will happen. It's going to be horrible. This is going to be the apocalypse for a lot of people. I'm accepting this and just saying like, it's bad. We'll fight against it, whatever. But like, there will be a point, and it's going to take a lot of people like having very bad lives and or dying. But like, there will be a point where the people at the top realize that they are even suffering from not like just giving people that cannot work money. Like it's going to take a long time. I don't know who's going to be the president or what's going to happen. I think a lot of it depends on like what happens when politics, but like, I don't know. I can't like the New Deal wasn't because, FDR just really liked poor people.
Right.
Like, you know
people
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they're going to have to do something like that because there is no economy. Like there is no economy if everyone's dying on the streets, and like that's not good for, I mean, if people have nothing to lose, they're going to fucking kill rich people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have to give them something to lose, which is your money. I think it's eventually, I mean, I cannot imagine this turning out any other way than having like massive redistribution of wealth and a completely different economic system, or just
the exact
in
opposite.
A few years. Yeah.
Or in a few years.
I mean, but
is what I'm saying. Like,
wait, what, Benjamin? What'd you say?
I just think there's no going back to normal, and any attempt to try and go back to normal will make things even worse.
I actually hope that it doesn't go back to normal, but I mean, obviously I hope that people don't suffer and die, but I hope that it has delivered enough of a shock to neoliberalism that it can't persist as it is. But I have been continually shocked at capital's ability to like sustain itself and justify itself, like through 2008.
It's because we have slavery. It's literally just that, and it's been like that since the beginning of this country, and it's still like that across the world. I mean, I don't see rich people giving a shit because they've literally had slaves forever till today, till all of these fucking people being forced to work in deadly situations getting paid like minimum wage, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I completely hear what you're saying. What I'm saying is like it will get bad enough that it will actually affect the rich people, and they're not going to care until it affects them. like, because when people can't work for slave wage, it can't even work for slave wages, and no one's helping them. Like, they're going to, something bad's gonna happen, like, to the rich people. I don't know. I just cannot see a bunch of people. I mean, I guess that's what happened in the Great Depression, but I guess I'm being idealistic. I just can't imagine. I mean, I can't imagine if we have another president besides Trump. I can totally see. I mean, Trump's going to be the president for 4.5 more years. So I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm going Bernie. Woo, it's going to be Bernie.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Me and Benjamin, I think, are both still knowing that it's going to be Bernard, our man Bernard.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it, Benjamin?
Dude, I don't know if there's gonna be an election. Like
that would be tight. See, the thing is, it's just already a fraud. Like, the fact that they're holding elections is fraudulent. I mean, it's always been a fraud. This is why I didn't even vote for a long time. I have been voting in the past many years, but I was always just like, they literally don't count them. But it's like they have different ways to not count them.
Yeah.
Like, they'll not count them by putting your life in danger. What? For Biden?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I know a lot. Like, Bernie has just way more enthusiasm than Biden, so I feel like, yeah, I don't know. It would be sick if there wasn't an election, because I know that they're already trying to say that there shouldn't be write-in ballots, which is so dumb because they do the fucking census through the mail, so they should just do the goddamn election through the mail.
Or online. Like, it's already electronic machines. Like, just make everyone use their social security number and like a account that's locked. Like,
yeah, I agree.
I mean, if we can do all of our fucking banking on our phone, we can also definitely vote on our phone. You know, if we can apply for food stamps on your cell phone, you should be able to fucking vote. But
yeah,
man, I haven't even thought about how it's gonna go back yet. I think because I'm just so fucking stressed out about day to day, or like kind of dissociating from reality.
Yeah.
And just kind of, I don't know, just trying to get fucking wasted, I guess, and watch movies. And
getting wasted and watching movies has been very tight, I will say.
I watched all 3 Chris Nolan Batman movies in one sitting the other day. I was up till 6 a.m.
All 3 what Batman movies?
That's amazing.
The Chris Nolan Batman movies.
Dude, those movies are so bad.
I have opinions. My main opinion is that Bane is so hot that it makes it all worth it.
Have y'all seen Toxic Avenger?
No.
Wow, not since I was a kid.
What is that?
It's a crazy low-budget horror movie from 1984. It's by Troma, who, like, I didn't know it's like a weird... It's, like, he's a weirdo, and it's, like, super brutal. There's a lot of, like, gory, like, shock stuff, but it's, like, very deliberate. Like, it knows what it's doing. It's kind of, like, in the vein of Evil Dead, I would say, but, like, more shocking. Basically, this guy's, like, bullied by these people who are, like, hot murderers at this health club that he works at, and the guy's definitely being made to look like he's intellectually disabled in ways that are like very cartoonish and shitty, but whatever. It was the 80s anyway. So they're bullying him one day, and they pull this horrible stunt, and then he runs into a vat of toxic waste, and he becomes a strong monster that only kills bad people, and the deaths are like
where that waste at?
Yeah, it's,
seriously.
It's a really good. It's like funny, but I was invested. And I usually don't like movies that are like so bad they're good. But this was like, I mean, I like horror movies, but I don't like it when they're like intentionally shitty. I don't know. This was somewhere in between where it was actually really good. But there's definitely some scenes that I could see why people would be like, I don't want to watch that. Some rapey stuff and It's weird.
Speaking of Toxic Avenger, Louis C.K. has got a special out.
Wow, amazing transition.
What platform did he release it on? I saw people tweeting about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but it's there.
What the fuck does that guy even have to fucking say about anything?
I don't know.
That's what I have to say.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. He's so fucking pathetic. He should just kill himself at this point. Like, there's no coming back. At first he really should just fucking kill himself.
Seconded.
That
I
would
would say,
be
yeah.
hilarious.
If he killed himself?
That would be funny. Yeah.
Culture right now had to like deal with the suicide of Louis C.K. while everyone's in quarantine.
Nobody would give a shit.
We have the time.
They would use it to justify why you can't talk about Biden's rape allegations because we don't want the front runner to kill himself.
Don't say that out loud. We're gonna wind up in that timeline, and I don't want to go there.
Okay.
I don't want to go there. I did watch that fucking Pete Davidson stand-up special on Netflix. I don't know why.
Which one? Is it the one where he talks about his dad? Which one? Did he do a new one?
Yeah.
No, he did a new one.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the new one.
It's one he talks about Ariana Grande a little, but he tells this story about Louis C.K. That looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you.
Wait, what?
I feel like it's
Benjamin's
sort of culturally
Benjamin's
appropriate of like
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, no, this is real Mulan energy here.
You're gorgeous and you're canceled.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh
twofer.
no! Please don't be getting a kimono and a katana. That would be bad.
Oh.
Let's
What's
get down
happening?
to business. It is a kimono. Guy fucking called it, dude. That is so racist. You're so canceled.
Wow.
Dude. You're basically Louis C.K.
It's just a robe.
It's
I
just
regret to inform you that you've been canceled.
Mhm. Yeah.
Thank God.
Please delete your Twitter for 3 months.
I mean, if I deleted my Twitter and came back in 3 months, I would have the same number of followers anyway. So
That's true. What you doing there, MD? Having trouble?
Rory shed all over my shirt. I don't know if you can see how much cat hair is on here. It's a lot of cat hair. Yeah. It's what?
Disgusting.
Yes.
I don't think it's so bad. I got cat hair everywhere. Especially on my cat.
What would I do with my drink?
My cat is covered in cat hair. What's that?
They are Joe Biden.
What about Joe Biden?
People are more mad at Louis C.K. than they are at Joe Biden.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I can't.
It's true. I mean, but I don't want to say that anywhere but here because people would be like, oh, so it's okay what Louis C.K. did, and then other people would be like, exactly, it is okay what Louis C.K. did.
Yeah, there's no
There's no
good
Louis
Facebook thread.
The president is the difference there.
Right. I mean, I know, but I feel like I don't know.
I get where you're coming from. The people.
Every time I say something publicly, I usually delete it after like 5 hours because someone will take it wrong.
I love doubling down and fighting people.
Yeah. Do you run a popular meme account? Do you not?
Well, I do have some followers.
And you do meme.
I have memes.
Yeah.
I have memes.
Wait,
I've made memes.
What's the account?
It's a metaphor for death on Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, it's some memes, but it's also just you a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's just but I did start it mostly making memes.
Yeah.
And it was secret for a while, so now I still just kind of weirdly like I just never mention it, and then sometimes
what is
somebody
it? Oh, on Instagram.
It's a metaphor for death.
But then
somebody on Twitter.
What's that?
Somebody I know for a long time will be like, wait, why do you have this other page with all these followers and you never told me? Just like, what? When do you bring it up?
Yeah.
I mean, on a podcast, probably.
Yeah, on a podcast, maybe a Tinder bio. You may know me from my memes.
No. I feel like the compartmentalization that I've successfully done in every area of my life is very sacred to me.
So do you not want to talk about it? Because I want to know.
No, we can talk about it.
I was going to ask about... I was gonna ask.
I'm just talking about my compartmentalization, but yes, what?
I was just gonna ask about the flame wars you've gotten on in your giant Instagram account.
Well, I don't really do it so much anymore, but I did get in one recently that made me so mad that I still get mad about when I think about it. It was actually it was like, what's time? Maybe it was like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. But there was just like my friend, person I really like, made this meme of Paris Hilton in that shirt that says "Stop being poor," but she changed it to "Stop paying rent." And then the whole caption was just like, my internet connection's unstable. Hopefully, I don't cut out. But
it said "Stop paying rent."
The whole caption, yeah, it said "Stop paying rent."
Got it.
And then the whole caption was like, well, I own a house, but I really feel for everybody, and I hope everybody's okay. And I just left this comment, and I was like, yeah, not paying rent would be so cool, except for you will get evicted by the government. And then I just basically was like, hey, just so you know, if you want to do a rent strike, you have to have 90% participation for it to be effective. Otherwise, it's actually really dangerous. Yeah. And then this communist meme page came out saying I was like belittling their movement, and I was like, what the fuck are you fucking talking about?
No, it was you're very shit. Correct.
And he just kept replying to me being like, well, you're belittling rent strikes, like your comment. I was like, where? Circle it, bitch. Come show me, like, really where? And he was like, your first comment. And I was like, and then I was just like, I don't like when people try to tell me I said something that I never would have fucking said because I don't think that,
Yeah.
So then I just got, it was just a really dumb back and forth of this person just trying to tell me that I was like derailing their super organized rent strike movement. And I was just like, dude, you know who doesn't follow your meme page? Any of my neighbors. So they don't know about your fucking rent strike. Like, you have 16,000 followers. Like, you can't call for a rent strike in a way that's safe when you're not giving information. Like, there wasn't any information in the post that was like, find your local rent strike here. By the way, here's how you do it. Here's some danger you could be putting yourself in. So basically, they're all just fucking losers. And also, it's hard, like, there's so many, like, communist meme pages that are anonymous. Like, they don't have any information about themselves. Oh, hold on, I'll type it in.
I'm sorry, I have to know.
Oh, I see what happened.
I really want to listen because what you're saying is good. It's a metaphor for death.
Yeah.
Okay, keep on going.
So, okay, Michael, are you from here?
Communist meme pages. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from here.
Mary, you're also from here? Okay. Were you guys in any leftist movements right after Katrina?
No,
I was in high school at Sacred Heart, so absolutely not.
So there is a guy that was here after Katrina who was, I forget his name, it was like Brandon or something. I only know this from my older Gen Xer friends who were here.
Right.
And basically there was just this dude who was like really involved in the movement and really like at the front of everything, like trying to organize, and guess fucking what? He was literally a CIA plant. Like, he was in the CIA. Oh, yeah. This is real. So it's just a real thing that happened. Oh, Mary Devon, sorry.
It's okay.
It's like a real MD. It's a real thing, like, so I'm just like, if you are like a faceless entity online that's just posting pictures of Bowser being like, I love communism, like, cool, me too, but like, who the fuck are you? Why are you calling for a rent strike in a way that is like really actually putting a lot of people in danger? Yeah, so that was my most recent flame war, but I used to do a lot more. Now I pretty much just call people ugly and block them immediately.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a good move too.
Yeah.
It is like, it's wild that like we're in a time where like a general strike and a rent strike might kind of have to happen by default, but like that there are so many people who don't realize that there will be consequences to that. Like it has to be done right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also that there's so many like organizations in your cities that are already doing work. Like pretty much every time you think of something that you want to do for your city, somebody else is already doing it and you can help them. Like a couple years ago when I like had more free time and I was like, oh, I should like make food and bring it to people, and I like told my friend and they were like, oh, well, you can just volunteer with this thing called Food for Friends, which is like a local food delivery service for people who like can't access food and who are HIV positive. And then I've been volunteering with them for 2 years when I would have never fucking kept up with making food and bringing it to people, you know? Like,
right.
Yeah.
There's just like shit already in place. So, you know, to see a meme that just said stop paying rent, and it just felt really ironic to me too, because it was like literally the picture of Paris Hilton with a shirt that says "Not being poor," and it really just read the same to me. I was like, you're literally just like a rich person calling for this like really illogical thing. Like you can't just stop paying rent, you know?
Right.
So.
And if you really cared, then yeah, instead of posting, they would like get involved with like organizations that are working towards that. But it's easier.
You can also post.
I think that a lot of people,
You can simultaneously post and be involved. That's
but you recommend. Shouldn't post. I mean, I was talking to Julie about this. My friend Julie, who's like a renter in New York, who is definitely affected by this. So definitely not the same, but she's a very like online first person, and she like does participate in politics, but she was kind of getting miffed at the people being like, calling for a rent strike is dangerous, because she, in her mind, she was just kind of like, well, how do you mobilize? I mean, some people don't understand, and like, not that I do, but I understand that, like, in the one sense, it's like you don't want to belittle people who are, especially who are going through this, for being excited about feeling like people are saying what, like giving them an option, you know, like it's just, I don't know. It is really scary to imagine like the Lyft and Uber strike that went so badly, that so few people participated in, that caused this like very stupid discourse online about like what a scab is. And I'm like, totally with a well-organized strike, I understand that like if you keep working then you're a scab, but people were calling people scabs that probably didn't even know there was a strike happening.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, it's like I feel like online is really good and really bad, and it is really scary to imagine my friends being like, I'm not paying rent, we're all on strike, and then just getting kicked out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like ultimately it's not a gesture, it's exercising leverage, and if you don't have any fucking leverage, then you're only fucking yourself in the face. Like it's one of the most annoying things. I mean, this is, well, whatever. Two people have asked me. I've like sent something about my landlord, and they're like, "Are you gonna pay rent?" I was like, "Yes, I'm gonna fucking pay rent, because I haven't been organized. I'm not organizing, and I haven't been organized. Like, of course, yeah, it's annoying but like also,
yeah, everybody has different like options, you know, and like if you're, you know, like a super marginalized person living in a city like that is dealing with like a rental company, you're not going to be able to do the same thing that like other people who are like living in punk houses with chill landlords are going to be able to do, you know? So it's just, it's not a level playing field, but I am very pro, you know, rent strike in an organized way. I think it's really great. I love strikes as a concept. They're like super effective, but they just have to be really organized, you know? And like trying to guide people in that direction, but like without really any guidelines is just kind of like leading them off a cliff to danger.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming. Like,
I'm ready, baby. I mean, I didn't pay my fucking rent.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pay, you know, but I told my landlord, like, hey, everyone in this house got laid off. So if you want us to be able to stay here for a while, we're gonna have to work something out.
Right.
it seems like it's going in that direction now, but like there are going to be so many people in that position that like there has to be a rent freeze and a mortgage freeze, like beyond just like a strike. Like a strike is like how that happens from the bottom up, but like municipalities could just do that. Like,
oh, there's going to be a mortgage freeze. There's not going to be a rent freeze. This is my prediction.
Well, in Seattle, there's a mortgage and a rent freeze. If I'm to understand that,
I think that's right. Yeah, I just mean like as a phenomenon, like homeowners will get bailed out and renters will not. Just in general, is my guess.
I don't.
Well, it's just not going to be able to happen like that. Like it's just literally not. Like it. I just don't see. There's what's gonna like. Everybody's just going to be living on the street. You know, like that would. I mean, that could happen. Sure.
That is the other option. Like people won't be able to pay rent. So either it's going to come from the top or there's going to be like organized strikes. And if that happens, then the landlords are going to be fucked, which like fine by me, but like that's not going to help society as far as society conceives of itself.
Yeah, there's like really easy solutions to not fucking any of us, but it doesn't involve a Wall Street bailout.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is what we got with that first fucking package. Like, and the $1.5 trillion that the Fed just like vaporized. Yeah, man. They Joker-fied the economy.
They put the Joker filter on it.
Wait, is there a Joker filter?
Yeah.
On what?
Sure as fuck is.
Instagram?
How do you Joker-fy your face?
Wait.
I've been trying to find
Go
that.
on
This is what
Instagram.
Okay.
Go to the filters, search.
Go to the spooky, scary ones.
Search and just put Joker, and the Joker face will pop up like when Joaquin Phoenix was crying.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Wait, I got a Joker filter for you right here.
Wait, what? Whoa, dude. Full Joker.
That's dumb as hell.
Wait, what? I wasn't looking.
This is Benjamin is calling being upside down the Joker filter.
Oh.
Wait,
okay.
I had a good background from the other day.
There's not a new Joker. Oh, here's the Joker.
Wait, how do you find it? I'm like scrolling.
Search
baby.
Joker.
Wait, you can search the
This
filters?
is-
God, I'm so old.
Now
That's
I'm in Bruce Wayne's house on fire.
Oh, that's pretty sick, dude. I got to get a good Zoom background. I was thinking about getting a green screen and then doing like stupid skits. I think I might do
You know, we got a lot of time on our
Exactly.
hands, so
yeah. Oh, there is a search. Oh my God, Joker. I'm gonna be so Joker.
I'm like still hungover. I'm gonna just keep smoking the bong.
Whoa, there are a
Babysit
lot
it.
of these filters. Ooh, which one? Which one should I choose? There's so many Joker filters. Is there like an official one, or are these all homemade?
I would say there's one I've seen more than others, but I wouldn't know it off the top of my head.
What if I held them up to the? Wait.
Go ahead.
Scroll.
Ooh,
Kallie, I just took a good screenshot of you in Bruce Wayne's house smoking
That's
a
okay,
bong.
Bog.
Yeah.
Look at
I don't know, Michael,
It's
because
good.
it's kind of little.
Oh God, this is fucked up. All right, I'm gonna try this one. Oh yeah. Wait. All right.
I love watching people take selfies.
How do I look?
Wow.
Whoa. Do you want to know how I got these scars, dude? Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Oh, my dad's best friend just sent me a photo on Facebook. What is it gonna be?
Oh, you were going to say died.
No, that's what he sent me. Old people are so funny.
Bitmoji.
He sent me a Bitmoji that is a plain spelling "Happy Birthday" in skywriting. So
That's really sweet of him to hire a plane for you.
it really is.
Wish we could send. Why can't we send photos in the chat?
Oh, you mean like actual photos? and not just links to them. I don't know.
I don't know how to send a link to a photo. Wait, I guess I can do it like this. Hold on. Copy like that. Hold on. I mean, y'all talk, please.
Okay.
Man, I just keep thinking about that shit the Fed did, and it's the most boring thing ever. And I feel like Michael understands it better than me, but like, also it is like, it is insane that there's just no oversight as to like how $1.5 trillion can just move.
Yeah, we should have a say in when that stuff happens for sure.
Right.
Like,
I mean, I think it's
insane.
just because money is fake.
Yes.
So they can literally just be like 1.5 T. Sure, we'll just give you this money that doesn't exist, so you can pay it back. And wow, it's confusing as shit to me. I just don't like it. I'm like, can we just have more libraries? I know it's separate things, but I'm just like.
I mean, it's kind of separate things.
Go away. I wish it would just go away.
So the thing that was getting on my nerves about the discourse around the Fed was that people were saying, oh, like, they can spare $1.5 trillion for the banks, but they can't spare however much money for Medicare for all or whatever, and they are categorically two different kinds of money. One is a loan that comes back, and one is money that is getting spent and never comes back, right? And so like I don't know, that's what I am hung up on, is people being like, oh, like it's it's not spending, it's loaning.
Okay, but
I'm not defending
I understand.
a stupid institution doing fake shit.
No, I get
the fact that they had money, whether it's okay, but if I had $1 trillion and I loaned it to someone and someone was starving in front of me, and I think the starving person would be mad, even if I was like, no, the trillion's gonna come back.
No, for sure.
He needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the like underlying question is like, what is the actual like usefulness of it other than to
what's the point of the economy? Yeah.
Institutions to have like essentially a made-up reservation where they can just print whatever they need.
What's the point of
that?
And
also,
it's because the point is really like, isn't the stock market just so rich people can make more money off their money?
Well, so yes, but pensions have historically been replaced by things like 401ks and Roth IRAs, right? So it's like the 401ks are just a giant fucking swindle that's being used to get working class people to give a shit about the stock market, so that when something like this bailout happens, they don't riot in the streets, because it actually affects them, because your 401k's value is determined by the stock market, right? Does that make sense?
Damn, I didn't know that. I'm learning so much today. I love to learn. Thanks.
It's like,
teach.
So it's just like it's the 401k is just this tool for annihilating pensions. I think pensions are the humane thing, and whether or not you can retire should not be determined by how the economy is doing at a given moment. But that is where we're at.
Or even by like where, like what's being invested in, like with those 401ks.
Mm-hmm. Well,
yeah.
Wait, is that a question, or what are you saying?
Well, it's like it's determined by specific stocks. Like rather than
stocks that you choose, right?
Yeah,
so
kind of. But like most people don't really choose, like larger companies that handle like a bunch of different like 401k accounts,
right?
Choose,
right? Or you'll like do or you like put money into this index fund that is supposed to perform as well as the S&P 500, right? So it's like,
right, you have different options. You have riskier options, and then like more safe ones. And blah, blah.
But even the safest possible ones are just like, it's not a humane amount of security, of retirement security to have.
But it's still just like the stock market is just where like Leonardo DiCaprio goes to like get people to suck cocaine off his dick and shit. So
but that sounds fun.
Yeah, no, you're making the stock market sound cool, dude. I don't know what you're trying to.
Yeah, Kallie.
No, I hate men, so it's not cool.
You fell back into your fire back.
I don't know. I just don't give a shit about rich bros. And like, just knowing who's at Wall Street, I'm just like, fuck all you people. I hate you. And it's all just a game to you, and it does affect people in a real way. So
yeah,
that's all I got to say. I don't really get how it works.
It didn't always exist. Like, I feel like there are so many people who like are operating under the like assumption that like these financial institutions are like fixed and like actually have to continue to exist, and they emerged from a particular point in history, and we're at another point in history, and like, I don't know, let's consider getting rid of them.
Yeah, now I'm really just like, what is the stock market? Like, what is it? That's really how I feel. I feel like after we're done, I'm gonna have to do some Googling or some YouTubing.
It's really confusing. I've tried to learn about it, and like I've had people close to me try to explain it to me, and I just zone out because it's so boring to me.
Yeah,
it's really, really boring.
Your dad is Goldman Sachs, right?
Yeah, your dad.
Yeah, my dad is. Yeah, he is. I mean,
your dad is the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, he works at Home Bank, a local bank. But yes, he is basically the New Orleans Wolf of Wall Street, sort of.
MD Dupuy, daughter of J.P. Morgan.
No, he's like, he understands stocks, and he's tried to explain them to me and like get me to like care about them, but I can't. But it's just so boring. But yeah, no, he definitely, I should probably learn about it so I can fight with him about it, but it's so boring. And every time I do have an economic argument with him, he just says a bunch of words like Michael was saying, and I fog out and have to start drawing stars, and I can't.
Have you been drawing any stars? Show us the stars that you've been drawing during
this is
every episode.
This is
now.
What you did.
Oh my god,
this is how I
that's
focus.
So funny.
Yeah.
This is how I focus. When I zone out, if I like have something to do with my hands, then I won't totally zone out. I can still like kind of listen. But yeah, like every time I'm like, yes, this is evil, my dad's like, no, you don't understand. And like tries to like come, and that's the face that he makes. And he tries to like come from a perspective of like, no, you care about like working class people. Let me explain why this is actually good for working class people. And then he says so many things that I'm just like, whoosh.
Right.
So yeah, like he does, but his like job is more like loans for like, I don't know, like I'm not saying the affordable housing market. I mean, the affordable housing market can be kind of a racket, but he's not like a Wall Street guy. He's like works with a local bank and funds like business loans and affordable housing loans and stuff.
So your dad is a Rockefeller, or is he?
He's a loan
A
officer.
Kennedy. Oh, dude! If I don't think I've ever had a conversation with your dad, but I'm going to start calling him Officer.
Ew.
Officer Dupuy.
He's a loan officer, not.
He's a loan cop.
Man, but whatever. Yeah.
Wow.
The sheriff of borrowing. Of Barrowsville.
Yeah, dude. All cops are bastards, man. Your dad is an officer.
Including my dad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people also, like when the revolution comes, my dad is not going to be spared, and I understand that.
Yeah, but he's going to be low on the list. He's not going to be like the...
Yeah, he's definitely low on the list.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what else is stupid about rich people?
Bring it.
Mm-hmm.
Is oysters Rockefeller. That shit is disgusting.
That shit rocks, dude.
No, it
Only
doesn't.
fried.
Well,
okay, so I had it at Antoine's, which is where it was invented.
That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
It's gross.
I think raw oysters are the only way to eat oysters, but
I like raw.
Uh-oh, you're disappearing. You froze.
It's not me this time.
You like what, MD? Oh no, she's still frozen.
Eat them for forever.
I do like just getting little snatches of whatever she's saying. I heard
Especially
eat them for forever.
Something.
Oh man, and she's gonna the moment that her internet starts working, she's gonna be screaming. Oh, there she disappeared. She vanished.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, dude.
Zoom took her away.
That would be really funny if this was her Zoom background. And
she got eaten by Zoom.
Did you see the guy that made a Zoom background that was him walking in on himself? She's back.
There she is. She's back in.
What did you do?
I left to go get my headphones. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I had to take out my headphones because they died.
Ah.
And so I went to go get the case for them, but I'm pretty sure they are dead.
So you were talking about oysters.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
I think they work. Something made a doo-doo-doo dead noise.
Yeah, those are definitely your headphones. I have those too.
Okay, but it says that they're charged.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. Okay. Oysters, I don't know. What I was saying was boring.
Yeah.
The end.
Okay, I will say raw is the only way to eat oysters. But if you must do something to them, charbroiled is second best.
Those are good.
And oysters Rockefeller is fine.
I actually love all oysters. I take back what I said. I cannot think of an iteration of oyster that I do not like. But I think I've eaten oysters Rockefeller like once. I've never like ordered it.
Tell me about it, because I've started eating oysters because I'm trying to pretend that they're not animals.
They're not.
They're not animals. They can't feel anything.
They're not.
They don't have
they don't have a nervous system, and they're the only type of like thing that's farmed that the farming's actually good for the environment.
Why?
Because they absorb, like they filter the environment.
Oh yeah.
I was talking to a vegan about this, and she was saying that she gets shit from other vegans for eating oysters, and she's like a strict vegan, and it's because of animal rights, and because of the environment. And she was saying oysters are both not bad for the environment, and also that they don't know that they exist. Do you eat meat, and do you eat animals, Kallie?
I'm like, am I a fucking oyster? Do I know I exist?
What is a bank? Am I an oyster? Are we all in a shell?
What the fuck?
How do I come out of my shell?
Am I just the texture of a booger?
Dude, they really are.
Yeah, I eat it all. I think I eat it mostly eggs, but I like steak too.
But you do what? You eat mostly eggs, but you what?
I like bacon too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't eat meat for a while, but then I realized it was just an eating disorder. Then I was like, I'll just fucking eat the meat again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think probably a lot of vegetarians and vegans are just have eating disorders and don't want to admit it.
Orthorexia is fucking real, dude.
Yeah, it's very real. It's incredibly real.
But I'm looking. We've been talking about oysters so much that I'm looking to see if P&J Oyster House is still selling oysters, because I have an
just
oyster
gotta
knife.
get your booger fix.
Dude, okay, here's the thing.
Dude, I like the raw shit. No one's answered me about what the Rockefeller thing is.
It's like
it's something with like peas.
It's like breadcrumbs and parsley and oil. I mean, it's like very similar to it. I don't even know if there's a difference between a char-grilled oyster and you should ask Jeff if he's around, MD.
Okay. He feels far away. I don't know where he is.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. But what I was gonna say is, oysters do taste like boogers, or do have the texture of boogers. But guess what? Boogers rule. They're delicious. You should eat them. Yeah, I mean, not right now, but I'm a strong proponent. Not during the Rona, but post Rona, pre Rona. I mean, one of those.
I'm not eating a booger.
One of those ones that's like dry, and like when you pull it out, it feels like you pulled out part of your brain. Like that is just a delicacy.
Oh no, that's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
I love picking my nose.
Yeah.
It's great.
Picking my nose, yeah, but then I get rid of that shit.
No, I get rid of it by digesting it.
I used to be a booger eater, but I've phased out of it. I grew up a booger eater.
You guys.
Be like any civilized person, and when you pick your nose, put the booger in your dick hole.
I was like, where's this going?
It's like a cork. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a duck's penis.
Piss it out. It like flies. You know, you got like, then you've like weaponized your piss.
That's so true. God, that's so true.
I'm gonna throw up on camera.
You're gonna throw up in Bruce Wayne's burning house?
Yeah. Yeah, I did a Batman episode of Quarantine TV the other day, and it's literally over 2 hours long. Me and my friend just talking about the Batman movies. He's obsessed with them. Like, he thinks they're literally flawless movies. And I actually really like them, but I don't think they're flawless.
Yeah.
So.
Benjamin, Susanna was listening to the last episode because she is crazy. And she said that we should do the Fast and the Furious thing now that...
No,
yes,
it's so boring. I tried to watch the first one and I hated it.
I'm down.
Get the concept, Mary Devin. It's not about watching good movies. That's the dumbest idea for something to analyze. It's like,
okay, but it's boring. I hate watching it, and I'll just resent it.
What about the Rocky movies?
Like, it's not even entertaining. There is a difference between watching like a good movie and watching a bad movie that is entertaining. Like, I cannot be entertained by these movies. I think Cars suck shit. I don't care about Cars. I hate Cars. I don't care about Vin Diesel.
The fucking point. The point is that there's a 20-year movie franchise that started at 9/11 that we can analyze all of culture with.
MD, first of all, Fast and the Furious is not about cars. It's about family.
Okay. I'm not going to do it. I think that they suck. And I don't want to watch movies that I hate.
What about the Rocky movies? Or any other franchise? The Rocky.
That's just good movies.
Benjamin will only settle for Fast and the Furious. We've mentioned other things, and he's got his mindset on Fast and the Furious.
Okay.
No headphones, Fast and the Furious, no compromise. That's Benjamin's slogan.
I am not one for compromise. I don't do it. I don't believe in it. Nothing good happens from it. But
I agree.
If we were to do a movie franchise, I would want to analyze it with like the lens of analyzing a like point in time that we have any sort of connection to.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe something if you can think of something recent, I would do it. But like, just watch
I don't know. Y'all can watch Batman.
We could watch Batman.
Yeah.
Y'all can watch.
I still haven't seen
Batman.
Joker. I tried to watch the Joker movie.
Joker's good as shit. Okay.
Okay.
It was so good.
Okay.
I love Batman. It's a good ass Batman movie. There's all these Batman Easter eggs. I'm like, Tiny Bruce Wayne. I love Batman. I love Batman movies. So that's it.
It just I am open to watching Joker. Benjamin, have you seen Joker yet?
Yeah, of course.
It rules. Joker's such a good movie, and everyone that doesn't like it is a loser. Yeah, I mean, actually, there are some people that didn't like it, that just didn't like it because they're like film snobs, and I totally get that. But like the people that I actually never met a single person that said it was like in person, said it was promoting toxic masculinity. None of the people saying
it was just a take.
Fucking movie.
It was just the take industrial complex.
Just a take. Yeah. It was a manufactured take. I mean, I don't think anyone saw the Joker and they were just like, I'm gonna go kill my mom.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Like, until Biden started doing better. Then people were like, I'm going full Joker.
I feel like that was just like a manufactured thing to add clout for the movie, you know?
Oh, interesting.
But because people manufactured that take, people were like, well, you would. They were just like, they thought that it was real, and when I told them that I liked it, they were like fighting me about why they didn't want to see it. And like one person was even like, I mean, from the perspective of a black person, and it was Shep Kelly. I'm like, Shep Kelly, first of all, you're the least like PC person in the world. Like, you say things that like you shouldn't. Anyway, like I was like, you would have liked Joker. Like, you would have liked it. She was like, yeah, but from the perspective like that white toxic white male masculinity. And I'm like, I wish you had just fucking seen it, because if you'd seen
it's really not about that.
Not what the movie was about.
I would say Joker's actually like pretty cool and like only kills people who like I would also kill if I was a psycho. If I was a psycho that could really go through the act of killing, I bet we would have like the same hit list. Unfortunately, I can't kill.
Not yet.
He killed
I believe in
you. Wall
Not
Street sociopaths.
And I'm just like, that was cool as fuck.
Yeah, like That ruled. It did. I never felt for any of the people that he killed. I don't think.
Yeah, fuck all of them.
Did he kill the woman and her kid?
Whoa. Hey, no spoilers.
He what?
Oh wait, he kills the woman and her
not.
kid that he meets in the hallway at the beginning of the movie.
Didn't.
God damn
No,
it.
he didn't. No, he did not. He
There's
did
some
not
debate
do
about
that.
it, though. There is some debate.
See, I'll say what my Batman obsessed friend would say. He would never do that. And he would never do that. That's like against what his character is. He was really only killing truly shitty people.
Garden class in like one of the comics.
Okay, but for this movie specifically.
Specifically
is a good bit, dude. I'm gonna start saying specifically.
Specifically in this film.
Michael, you trying to show off them guns?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I want everybody to see my pasty white arms. Oh, your arms look good, dude. You've been
working out, man.
Did you work out today? Do you have a little pump going?
I did not today, but I did go for a bike ride for like the first time since the thing.
Where did you bike? See your guns.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I biked to the lake.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I have
Where do you live?
I'm so tempted to say my address on this podcast. I live by the fairgrounds.
Oh, cool. We're like neighbors then.
Yeah, you seem like a mid-city person, Kallie, because you're extremely cool.
Thank you. I'm on. I live right by Pagoda. That's how Benjamin and I even met, because I live 2 blocks from there.
Oh, that rocks. Yeah.
Go there all the time, even though it's filled with yuppies all the time. It used to be like the Dyke Hangout. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Now it still is, but with a lot more Airbnb people.
Yeah.
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 Do you guys want to see? Oh, go ahead.
It comes back.
What's that?
I hope it comes back.
I hope so too.
I hope so too, and I hope I hope one of the industries that never recovers is Airbnb.
That would rock.
Yeah, that would be the
we
best.
Should
I love it when people post like tearful things about their Airbnb properties. I'm just like,
it gives me life. It's my vampiric juice.
Dude, some Pagoda regulars were featured heavily in that NOLA.com article about like poor Airbnb.
No, I have to know who they are. I gotta click. I didn't read it. I gotta read it so I can know.
One of them is also very popular on Instagram. So.
Is it
just
boyfriend?
I'll tell you.
Type it in the chat.
Yeah, type it in the chat.
Ooh, I'm waiting with bated breath.
MD, did you just send us a link to
I
a
don't know who
file
that is.
on your desktop?
Yeah, I think
I can't do things. I can't do it. I tried to send it. Whatever. I don't know how to do things. I opened it in Chrome, so I thought it would open it in Chrome.
If anybody wants to see the image that MD just tried to send us, just go to file://users/m2please/desktop. And you can find it there.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to break quarantine and buy a gun and kill you.
Do you guys want to see my farmer's tan?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can kind of see it. I can see it.
Oh,
wait. I see it.
Do y'all want to see this tan line from this boob tan line from Toxic Avenger?
Yes.
It was really good.
I do need to see that actually.
Okay, wait.
Listeners, just picture a boob.
Picture a boob with a stripe on it.
80s tan lines, like the tan line was the point. Like it was, they were not fucking her.
That's like still a thing.
80s boobs were different too.
That's true.
Yeah.
80s boobs.
I don't know how that's possible.
Were different.
They were.
Well, they had to pick up like AM and FM signals back then, so.
Okay.
And ham radio. Yeah.
Nice.
Oops. Okay, wait.
Why are the tits taking so long?
I know, because I was taking a screenshot from a video. Okay. Wait.
Damn. This is peak quarantine.
Wait, something made a...
Show us the tits.
Look at that tan.
Whoa.
They're like
awesome.
white triangles.
Dude, those are good,
Yeah.
good bonkos though.
She was a villain. She was masturbating to a crushed skull of a child in that.
That's
do
cool.
you have her number? I would.
I
would
don't
call
know.
her.
I can find out her name if I go on IMDb. She's probably 70 years old or 60. Yeah.
People are still into tan lines. That's the thing that people are into. There's like a subreddit and stuff. I'm not into it, but that's still it persists. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Nevertheless,
they
persisted.
Yeah.
People are just really into the fact that I guess
people are just
I don't know why tan lines are.
They're just like, I want to look at a naked person who still looks like they have clothes on. That's what tan line porn is.
I want to come out of quarantine with one of those like little like Playboy tan stickers.
That would be
on my forehead.
On your forehead? No, you're supposed to put it on like your Y, like your hip.
That would be so funny, dude.
Oh, the cum gutter.
Yeah.
Right
Oh, how are your cum gutters coming along?
They're coming along.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
That's Benjamin's body goal is cum gutters. He wants to have them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the D'Angelo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very familiar.
She knows
with
about cum
D'Angelo's
gutters, dude.
body. I know about D'Angelo's body.
I know it backwards and forwards.
D'Angelo's body in that video was a big part of my young teenage awakening. So
Yeah.
Same.
Honestly, me too.
Yeah, same.
Wait, how old are you, Kallie? I'm 31.
I'm 31.
And okay, we're all 31.
I'm 31
except for
today.
Benjamin,
Yeah.
Wait, when's your birth date?
December 10th, 1988.
Okay, I'm
Whoa.
November 1st.
Nice.
Anyway, but yeah, D'Angelo came out when we went to like sock hops at the JCC. Wait, are you from New Orleans? No, you're from Syracuse.
Yeah.
But anyway, it came out when I was like I was still going to sock hops, which was only open to the ages of 11 to 14, and you only went when you were 14 if you were a fucking weirdo. So it was probably like 11 to 13.
Yeah, but I could probably get like a fake ID that says I'm 13.
But anyway, I just remember that song had like such intense sexual energy, and I was dancing with like boys that had not yet fully hit puberty to it, and it was just so like there were so many songs like that were so sexual.
They played D'Angelo at the sock hop?
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's not even the worst shit
They
that they played.
It was the JCC sock hops were amazing. We like things got fucking wild in there. Now, the sock hops in Harahan, that's where you got fingered. That's where you went if you wanted to get fingered in a gym. But JCC was a lot tamer. But Harahan sock hops, whew, yeah.
Harahan's where the parties happen.
Oh yeah. And then there was that. Oh my God! Wait. Do y'all remember that? No, Benjamin and Kallie, y'all won't remember, but Michael, do you remember when we were in middle school, there was a teen club called Tremors that was temporarily open?
Yes.
And then my mom never let me went. My mom wouldn't let me go.
Yeah.
And she was like, absolutely not. That sounds like a terrible idea. And I thought she was such a bitch. And then the next week someone was shot. And she was like, see, bitch, I told you that was a bad idea.
Wasn't it in like Metairie?
It's called Tremors?
Dude,
that is an insane
the largest
name.
teen club I found their Angel Fire. The largest teen club in Louisiana. Yeah, 3216 Power Boulevard in Metairie.
Wow.
I'm looking for it because I remember that I found some photos on this website when we were talking, not us, but when I was talking about it a couple of years ago. Oh, hell yes, dude. God damn, dude. Ugh, this rocks. Hold on. I'm sending it to the chat.
I'm clicking, so okay.
Oh yes,
dude.
Oh my God. Oh, the camisoles with the built-in bras.
Yep.
The property of oh man, that fashion. Oh man, I remember there was a guy that was like 16 when I was 13. I had a fair that was my boyfriend for one night that looked just like that guy in the white t-shirt.
This is like the Kenner version of Skins.
But dude, being like vaguely prepubescent, dancing with girls 6 feet taller than you who are the same age as you was just like such an experience.
Yes.
You had your little foamy mustache that looked like you had been drinking too much chocolate milk, and you were and you had your hands on her waist, like up here.
Yeah.
It rocked.
And I was just like, I was so like developed and horny, and it was terrifying to everyone. I have never understood what it meant. Like, I've never understood the stereotype that men are hornier than women, because my whole life I've been hornier than every single man I've ever met, including when I was 11. Yeah. Anyway, I just remember. Anyway, I'm not gonna think about it anymore.
Tell us about Harahan.
I only went to one sock hop with Abby Branton. I think it was like tied to a school, or I don't know. It was just like all the guys had earrings, and were like racist, but all wanted to look like black guys in rap videos. Right. Obviously, you know the type. And then all the girls were like chunky highlights. Then the part was like, wait, let me show you what it looked like. So I did this thing. Oh boy. So this is what I thought peak fashion was. I thought it was really cool. So I have huge curly hair, and so I would straighten. So I would do a middle part, you see, and then I would put down the tendrils in the front, and then I would have a curly ponytail.
Yeah.
That's a great look.
That is the vibe. That is the vibe.
And so I would do this, and then I would just straighten these pieces. You see me frame my face.
I feel like I still wear my hair like that.
No lip liner.
I mean, but it honestly, as cheesy as it is undeniably flattering. It's a flattering thing. Like having like straight pieces of hair around your face frames a face well. You know what I mean? That's how I had my hair for my wedding. I had the tendrils, but they were curly tendrils.
Yeah, I thought it looked good. I don't know. I don't know shit about shit, but I thought it just looked good.
It looked good, but it was like every day was a wedding grade updo when you were in 6th grade. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it was
very real.
Yeah. Just like very makeshift. Anyway, so Abby Branton and I went. I did not get fingered there, but there was a lot of people getting down in the bleachers. And yeah, but my style, I hung out with like Lusher and Franklin kids, and it was more like JCC. I was not into the Harahan boys. I liked more of an artsy musician type.
I used to live with a dude that went to Lusher. I wonder if you know him.
What's his name?
Adam King.
No, I don't know him.
He stole my Lord of the Rings extended edition DVDs when we stopped living with each other, so
fuck him.
I might rewatch all Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that sounds tight.
That sounds cool.
I got them at the thrift store recently, actually. I replaced my extended edition DVDs, but
Mazel tov.
Then I don't have a DVD player.
That's brutal. Yeah. Oh, dude. Wow, is that your house behind you?
Me?
Yeah.
No one commented on the Pentagon thing.
What's that?
It's looking good. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah. You don't happen to be in a plane that's pointed right at it right now, right?
You mean a missile?
Yeah, I am actually. Why do you ask?
What year is it? Is it 2001? No.
What year is it? I ask myself that question every day.
Dude.
Anyone else getting into 9/11 conspiracies?
I have really never touched the 9/11 conspiracies because it goes so edgelord so fast, and I feel like in like an unfun way. But that's the reality with all conspiracies. But now it's been 20 years, so maybe there's an episode of South Park that's like, what's the timeline for where you're allowed to talk about something serious till it becomes funny? And they said 21 years. So we're almost there for 9/11.
Hey, do you guys want to see
I think 9/11 is funny. I think everyone.
Yeah, I think we're definitely way past that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to see a picture of the resident DJ at Tremors?
Oh my God, literally.
Yes.
His name is DJ Craig.
Why don't these links work for me?
Probably because you are banned from Angel
Holy
Fire.
shit!
Probably,
Is this guy 15 or 30?
exactly.
How is this place real? How was it real?
I want to go there so bad. Now I feel about this place like how I feel about Quaaludes. Like, it's just a thing that doesn't exist anymore, and I'm really sad.
Dude.
There you go, Benjamin.
Dude.
Oh man!
Wait,
it's like,
you have
it's
to put
Paul
these
Prudhomme's,
links in the description.
All right.
It's like Paul Prudhomme's son.
Dude, okay, he's wearing a white polo shirt that looks like it is like a Klan shirt, and it has his name on it, and it says Craig. Like it's
Craig.
on the left.
Craig.
Dude,
did you say a Klan shirt?
Yeah, it looks like it's like a white supremacist outfit kind of shirt.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he hates black people, but I don't think the Klan has shirts. I think their merch is just pretty much robes.
He looks like
But
he
I could
hates
be
black
wrong.
people almost as much as he hates skincare.
Yeah, I
What?
That
That's
guy-
a good bird.
mean, that guy definitely thinks it's gay to wash your face. Yeah.
Fellas.
That is so unfortunate.
Fellas, is it gay to wash your face?
Fellas, is it gay to wash your face? Okay, you want to hear some of the so this is the music list of the stuff that he has, right? I'm just going to read you some samples, right?
Okay.
So 2 Live Crew,
Okay.
3 Doors Down,
Uh-huh.
4 Non-Blondes, 504 Boys, right? That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Aaliyah, ABBA, AC/DC, Ace of Base, Adam Sandler.
What?
Dude, I remember.
What the fuck Adam Sandler song is it?
Oh, it's probably like
what song is it?
8 Crazy Nights. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Oh
Benjamin?
man, yeah, that's so funny.
I remember those like very alphabetized like LimeWire and iTunes like playlists. Yeah, people were listening to a lot more like A-Track back then just because it was the first thing that came up.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Did you guys have one of those zipper binders full of burned CDs?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God, mine was neon orange and it was really fluffy. Wow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was from the icing.
The icing? Oh, the icing. I haven't thought
Yeah,
about the
it was
icing in a
like
while.
Claire's but better.
What's that?
It was a store in the mall that was like Claire's. It just had like it was like for young girls.
Like Claire's will pierce your
What?
ears, the
What
icing will
mall?
pierce your
Which mall? Was
fucking
it the Esplanade Mall?
clit.
No, it was Lakeside. I pretty much
Oh.
only went to Lakeside.
Wow.
But I
Privileged much?
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
One time-
isn't it more just it was closer?
One time we saw a car chase in the Esplanade Mall parking lot, me and my mom and my sister. And my
Oh my
mom
God.
Wow.
just
The
like
Esplanade Mall seems so cool.
yeah, I mean it's pretty fucking
Yeah.
cool, honestly. There was like one mall that was like a ghost town even in like the early aughts. I can't remember what it was called, but like
Oakwood?
I think that might have been it. Yeah. Let's see.
Oakwood is still I think Jeff and I went to go did we go see a movie at the Esplanade Mall and it was like a ghost town? Oh man, we went to see Jurassic Park there.
Oh, did you guys
Um,
dude, I have a good story. Okay, so you know that personality test that's been floating around that's like will compare you to like every pop culture figure of all time?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you'll
I
remember
got a bunch of things that didn't realize that I was Jewish for sure.
what do you mean?
It said I was a person from Crazy Rich Asians and I've never seen that movie.
Okay, so I got Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park, but
Damn, what?
I don't know what that means. 'cause
What were your answers? I have to know what you put to get
I
there.
think I was just
because-
like I think I just put like arrogant and anxious. I think those are the two. So I don't know the character,
Yeah.
but
Oh, God.
but
God.
Susanna, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I got in big trouble with Susanna because I said she was lawful neutral. Do you guys remember this?
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My girlfriend got mad at me because I said she was lawful neutral.
I'd
and-
get mad at you if you said that about me too.
right.
How do you identify?
I'm going to go ahead and say somewhere between chaotic neutral and chaotic good. What do you guys?
Damn, so you identify as chaotic and you're laying lawful on your girlfriend?
Yeah. Oh no, I mean she's definitely lawful.
Okay.
She doesn't have a problem with lawful. She has a problem with lawful neutral.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a twist for
Well,
me.
I mean,
I wouldn't
not that
expect
she doesn't
to
have a
be the
problem with it, but she agrees.
Yeah, no, she's lawful good.
Yeah, you would say that. Anyway, so okay.
She's lawful good.
But so she took that personality test. Smithers.
Mm-hmm.
She got Smithers.
Smithers.
So.
Oh man.
Okay, I feel like I really have to eat something. My body's yelling at me.
Yeah.
I need to.
I love y'all, but this is gonna be horrible for Michael to edit.
Yeah, I'm ready to call it. Well, Kallie, thanks for coming on. Do you have anything you want to plug specifically?
Yeah, I guess watch my TV show, Quarren TV. It's pretty pointless, but I'd say it's pretty entertaining.
Where can people find it?
It's on YouTube. If you just search Quarren TV, it's probably like the third or fourth thing that comes up under my name, Kallie Tiffault, because I didn't make a channel for it because I don't really know what I'm doing.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks
was really
for having me.
Let's all get matching
Thank you.
tattoos.
I think
Yeah,
it's
we
a good
should.
idea. All right, bye.